Hello, MonstersAbound here and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, part 38 of my clan Skryre campaign. We're on the underway. I've jumped Ikit into, well, right into the middle of the enemy. I've got Leon Leoncoeur, who is trotting around. That's a mistake because we're sniping him, because he would be an absolute pain in the arse to kill. Because he regenerates, and we don't really have any heroes capable of killing him. So if we can just bop him with the Jezzails, like we're doing here, which is going quite well, then he will die. I mean, yeah, there we go. He's legging it. He's not broke. Is he broken? He's routing. He's routing. He's afraid. He's afraid. And then we're going to be doing as much damage as possible with all of our units, because we've got the main army approaching from the other side of the battlefield. This is just the reinforcements. This is just the reinforcements coming in. We are just bopping them where we can. Rattling guns, Jezzails, taking up the Knights Errant there. Moan arms with pole arms getting mown down. They're getting a little bit close for comfort. There's a paladin there marching through some battle pilgrims. Or rather, he was marching through some battle pilgrims. There's less battle pilgrims now. Significantly less, in fact. So far we're managing to keep them at arm's reach, and in fact, using menace from below, I think it's a Fey Enchantress in here as well. Someone's casting magic, and they're mostly damaging their own side. We do have on our right flank some Grail Knights have come in to engage Ikit. We've got some Storm Vermin moving in to lend some assistance support there. We've got, oh, nasty charge from the Knights of the Realm. It could have been worse. I mean, that guy probably didn't think it could be worse, but there we go. And more Storm Vermin now circling in behind. Getting those knights nice and caught there. They're going to be stuffed. The Grail Knights just don't seem to do very well against Ikit. I don't know why. Our Storm Vermin now advancing, trying to take out the enemy before the main army arrives. Council Guard. Creating a nice little front line there for our weapon teams now moving away from the battle here. We're going to leave our Storm Vermin to mop up, while our weapon teams then go and prepare for the main attack. So we're going to move them back into safety. The Jezzails are already turning around there, waiting to engage. The Plagueclaw Catapults are turned around. They're opening fire. So far, so good. The Storm Vermin should be able to mop up the survivors. I mean, we've already done a huge amount of damage to them. You can see Ikit Claw and the Order of the Whirling Saw coming in. Oh, what a lovely charge there. Knocks out those peasant bowmen. They then come round and... oh, careful. Oh. Oof. Did anyone get the license plate? We've still got quite a blob back here. Quite a large blob of men-at-arms, but unsupported. They're not really going to be up to much. And here comes Ikit. And the Order of the Whirling Saw. Mows through the rear of them, and these men-at-arms aren't going to stick around for much longer. There we go. They are now routing, attempting to rout towards the Skaven Storm Vermin, which is obviously the worst idea. Meanwhile, the enemy main army has finally arrived at the battle. This is an Empire army. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not overly concerned. So this is Bon Jovi's army. They've got... Is it? Are you sure? Little warp bomb there, which, you know, did some damage, which is good. That's taken out the enemy centre. We do still have some swordsmen advancing, or at least they were. They were advancing. They're not so much advancing now. They're on fire now. And Bon Jovi is marching into Jezzails and rattling guns. That's not working out for him. Oh no, his head came off. His head has... Yeah, no, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I'm trying to think of a Bon Jovi song that would work here, but I can't think of one. And yeah, wow, that is a lot of blood. I mean, that warrior priest was literally... That's a lot of blood for one warrior priest, isn't it? That's a lot. It's a lot of blood. Talking of a lot of blood, the enemy army is routing. Off they go. And although our Storm Vermin took a little bit of damage, overall, very successful. there we go. Heroic victory. All those people that went, oh, monsters abound, I don't think that's a good idea. You're wrong, right? Jumping directly into the middle of the enemy and letting them surround you is a legitimate tactic. Good. So, let's take the replenishment, I think. That's done a lot of damage to everyone and solved a lot of my problems. Although I think it's a bit unfair that because it wasn't an intercept though, was it? So the army... I'm fairly sure my army would have been... Had I lost that battle, I think my army would have been dead. But their armies can just, you know, retreat. Cheeky. But, you know, we killed a shit ton of them. And that's the main thing. So, Tlaqua have done a Rite of Awakening. Oh, no, that's fine. I thought that was the Jurassic Park one, but it's not. We lost... Oh, yeah, that's fine. We lost that one, but to be honest, I was kind of expecting that. We've got the other's Trickster's Shard, which is actually quite nice. Man-Thing Slave, which is fine. We've discovered Ungrawl Stoneheart. There he is. What's he got? Oh yes, that was the Skryre intervention army, wasn't it? Requisition protective gear. We've got that one. That's nice. What tech should we get next then? What tech should we get next? Now, the ultimate experiment would be nice. So I think we should aim for that. But to do that, we need the plans within plans. So we can't get that just... Yeah, I don't really have any Death Runners. Adds a Doom Wheel to the Vermintide. I mean, yeah. Assassinate, more chance. Armour. Let's get armour. Let's get armour. I mean, Hell Pit Abominations are, I'll be honest, garbage. Complete and utter garbage.
Chief Warlock,
Sneaky Popcorn, you need more melee defense because Jesus Christ, you get the shit kicked out of you. Honest to God, it is pretty appalling.
Sorcery.
I think we can auto-resolve that one. And yeah, right. We'll have that. Help it, Attendant. Sure. Is that Bretonnia dead? Skryre. No, they've still got. Yeah, they're all one. They're all one. Well. They've landed again. I think they're going for Moussalon. Well, that's okay. You can go for Moussalon if you like. See if I care. Where's Thyrus gone? There he is. Sneaking around. Sneak. If I go here, right, I can take out you.
Kill targets now.
We'll bop you. Eat the captives. Then I could... ooh, Armour of Destiny. Oh, that does not look good. Don't worry about that. Right. Oh, you've got chromatic armour. You know what? Let's give you... I think Armour of Destiny's better. Do we have anything else we can give you? I could give you an Opal Amulet, which is better than Pigeon Plucker Pendant, which is complete garbage. I think that's probably... Yeah, the Power Stone's probably the best you've got. Messenger is probably fine. I think that's. Oh my goodness, your loyalty's quite low though. Thyrus, what are you up to?
No threat of a challenge.
Well, you say that, Ikit, but he's looking a little bit feisty, a little bit too feisty. We'll get Scorch. Keep an eye on him because.
Channel fight chaos.
Yeah, we're going to declare war on... Oh my goodness, right. I mean, I think we're at war with most of these anyway, so... Realistically, I mean, basically we're starting World War II. We're going to declare war... Well, World War I. We're going to declare war on Toddy, and it's basically going to be World War... Warhammer. Sure. Everyone joined in. Hooray!
Here, slay, maim.
I'm taking Montfort. Ooh, Thyrus. That was close. We're going to loot and occupy.
And grab take.
Why are you so cranky? Is it because I took your magic... Oh, it's because I took your magic items away from you. I'm giving you better ones, you stupid bastard. Okay, let's have Musk of Fear. Musk of Fear. We've got Montfort. That's nice. We can upgrade you. Let's upgrade you. We can knock down you because I don't want that. You are replenishing there. We're now at war with Marienburg and Nordlands and, well, pretty much the entirety of the Empire. Muslon.
I'll have you speak now. Praise your gods. I like what you say.
Sure. Can I have military alliance? Thank you. Right, could you go and deal with that? And maybe I will take you off my list. FYI, it's not my Christmas card list. A little bit more public order here would not go amiss. Money-wise, we're actually doing really, really well. Oh, look at this.
McKill things.
McKill things? Sure. Telemachus.
Knows who his boss is.
He does. It's Daddy. And immortality. Yeah, we'll... Yes, Telemachus. Yes, we'll get immortality. There we go. There we go. Put your pitchforks down. Let's... You know what? You know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I think we can take... we can take on all these bastards. Yep. We are going to fuck the lot of them up.
Overrun them!
So we've got 2 orc armies to deal with. I think that's well within our capabilities. Should be no problem. Just finding the right position, because we're on a weird sort of hill here, and I just don't like the firing position. So what we're going to do is we're going to mooge down the flank here. I'm going to try and knock out this army first, but using our sort of faster units. So the Black Hole Flayers, we've got the Wheels of Doom, and of course Ulysses are going to just play, just attempt to sort of force these guys to move around, just try and engage them, try and keep them at arm's length while our army gets into a good position to use its weapon teams. Already the warp lightning cannons doing some good damage. Very, very nice. And some orc boar boys trying to advance up the hill. As you can see, they're just sort of in a weird position here where a lot of our gunners can't actually see them. Not that that is a problem, apparently, because... I mean, I guess this would be fine, but I'm worried about units coming... So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to keep on the move, so our units are actually going to come down so they're actually looking across the hill rather than down or up it, because sometimes that can just... Because a little bit of a weird sort of line of sight issue sometimes. So we're just going to pull our army back over here to this side of the battlefield. That's going to force the reinforcements who are trying to link up with the main army to then turn around and come back. They do have quite a lot of orc boar boys, but the orc boar boys I'm not too worried about. As cavalry goes, they're a bit shit. So Rattling Gunners opening fire on the Orc Boys here. The Orc Boar Boys, I mean, you can see their charge bonus is 46, which isn't even that good. And then the melee attack and defense is pretty pants. As cavalry goes, they're also quite slow, so hard to get into position. Basically, they're just a bit naff. Anyway, Rattling Gunners are now in a good position there. As you can see, spraying ammo in all directions. We're using Ulysses and his boys to support our right flank, taking out any of those Orc Boar Boys that are trying to flank around. The last thing we want to do is get flanked. Got some units coming on the left here, mostly just Orc Biggins and Orc Boys, so nothing too concerning there. Considering that the Orc Infantry is its strength, they don't really have that good infantry. So some Death Globes supporting our left flank there already. These are breaking and running away. We've got some Storm Vermin to support as well. Our Storm Vermin now advancing. The Death Globes, while incredibly potent, are also very inaccurate, which means you should always expect friendly casualties. Some nasty Orc Boar Boys charging in here, backing up some Orc Boys and Orc Biggins. And our Storm Vermin are taking quite a lot of damage, actually. I mean, yeah, as you can see, as Death Globes come in, quite a few of them land in the Storm Vermin. I mean, that's just sod's law, isn't it? You can't help these things happening. It's friendly fire. A wee bit of friendly fire. Our left flank is holding up pretty well. Death Globes are targeting any units that are getting a little bit too close. Dealing with that. We've still got some large blobs which we need to deal with, and the Rattling Gunners kind of useless now that we've engaged, and they don't really have many options to shoot. This is where the Death Globes kind of are more effective. When you're in kind of combat, you've got your Storm Vermin in combat, and you just want to sort of throw over the top of the heads of your Storm Vermin, or sometimes in the back of the head, which, mix it up maybe. But either way, you then can lob the Death Globes right over the heads and land in the infantry units, and then you can do a lot of damage. This is why death globes are so nasty. You do need to deal with them ASAP if you're fighting Skaven. If the Skaven have death globes, target them first. Definitely target them first. So still got quite a few sort of archers hanging around here. We're now moving Ulysses and his boys in. Just mowing them down. Very, very nice. Looking pretty good there. Looks like most of the enemy army is breaking and running. We've still got an orc war boss fighting Telemachus. Well, Telemachus is actually just chilling, letting the storm vermin do the dirty work. But that's, you know, that's very Skaven, isn't it? Still got a large blob over here. They're still fighting on, but as you can see, they're still continuing to... I mean, what we should have probably done is move the death globes around, and that would have probably been a better option. Just try, rather than throwing over the heads or into the back of the heads of the storm vermin, probably a better idea to flank them and do it that way. But, you know, either way, it works. As you can see, they're now running for their lives, getting some death globes chucked at them at the same time. Ulysses chasing after of these units, and the orc army has broken and is running. Okay, a little bit more friendly fire
here's my name.
in that battle, but overall, I think that went fine. So let's loot and occupy. Take that one, and we've got a little bit more warp fuel, which is good. How long are we going to have to wait for?
Flay and slay.
4 turns. It's quite a wait. We've also seen that the orcs are having some trouble of their own. They've got the bloody hands rebels there. They've also got the scabby eye. Now the scabby eye.
I'll poke out your eyes.
That's a very goblin-y voice for Gorfang backstab there. So he's a very grot-like orc, but there we go. Ulysses. Do I give you a doom? Yeah, let's give you a doom wheel. Let's give you a doom wheel, so you can adventure on the high seas on a doom wheel. We'll set up shop there as well. May as well just get that going. Let's get as much growth as possible. I want to upgrade. Yeah, so how long before 6 turns? Okay, I need to. I could spend some growth here. That does actually double our... Is it worth? Is it worth? Okay, how much growth are we getting a turn? 142. That's basically 12 growth it gives us per turn. Wait, if that's an... Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. If I cancel that, can I... That's 3 growth. Why does that... Okay, why did I just lose a growth? Am I being mental? Ah, fuck it, whatever, doesn't matter. We'll just do that.
No,
I'm too tired to care. Gorgonzola, we're going to give you an augmented weapon, so you can, well, you know, why wouldn't you want to augment your weapon, you know? I bet the ladies love it. I mean, the ladies are barely sentient. That's not sexist, that's just... Skaven females are literally just barely sentient creatures. Literally just there for breeding purposes. Yarg, I think what we want you to do is damage them walls. Because if we can damage them walls, then Ikit can go and take Marienburg next turn. We can just go and sneak in, grab that one nice and easy. Let's get a little bit more public order there. That's going to keep that going. A little bit more money would be helpful as well. Maybe we get another army. This time, maybe not suicide it. Just a thought, you know. I'm trying to think outside the box here, guys. Trying to think outside the box. Let's get a little bit more growth. Why not? And we've got a commandment here. Growth. Ooh, public order maybe, because the public order here, they're not happy. Conquest. That's only next turn though. So things should get better. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. And I need to get another warp bomb, and really I should bring Camembert back because I'm kind of happy with what's going on down there. To be honest, down in that corner, you can just basically ignore it. I think Queek has got that pretty much in hand. So good job, Queek. I would like to confederate with Queek, but I can't help but feel that might give me more problems than it would solutions, because I'd end up with like territory which is, let's be honest, miles away from my own, more armies to defend it, which would of course increase my upkeep. So basically it would just be I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, I could just wreck all my towns down there, disband Queek, get Queek back in the north, and then we'd have Queek as well. But yeah, it's tricky. I think it would Wello Azhag. There's bloody Azhag there. Where's Azhag going? Azhag's not. He's going for it. He's giving it beans. Giving it absolute beans. I wonder if we can peace out with the green skins. Maybe just go, look, guys. You know, a lot has been said. There's a lot of water under that bridge, and I think we just need to get over it, basically, because yes, I attacked you and sacked your towns, but on the other hand, does it matter, really? Shouldn't we be concentrating on killing the Bretonnians, for example, who, let's face it, are a scourge upon the Warhammer world and their peasant mobs?
Fight me, die in pain, pain!
Yep, double pain. Double the pain. You want a peace treaty? I do not blame you. And to be honest, yeah, alright. I just rejected it. I clicked the wrong button. That was actually a legitimate mistake. I actually wanted to peace out with them, but turns out I've decided instead to continue the war. But, I mean, I'm not overly concerned about that. It would just make my life a teensy bit easier. But I'm not that invested, to be honest. I'm not invested with not killing Nordland. We can kill Nordland. It's just, you know, another box to tick.
I have only one good ear, yes, but I still hear you.
What do you want? You want military access? Sure. Sure. If you kill the Bretonnians for me, you can have whatever you want, to be honest. I just need someone to go over to Ulthuan and just bop them. Because I do it myself, but, and, you know, this is just from the heart, but I can't be asked. Basically, just don't. You have to sail on the wibbly wobbly blue thing. Rats don't like that very much. I just don't. Red Duke, could you just go and do that for me, please? I need this. I need this. I really need this. Can you just go and bop them? Just do that for me, and I'll be BFFs with you. It'll be an entire world of Skaven, plus the Red Duke. Thyrus! Bloody Thyrus. Zapspark, Danger Mouse. I bet Zapspark's not got low loyalty, has he? Bet Zapspark's fine. We've got Helmgart over there. Helmgart should be pretty easy to bop. And let's see if we can take out... Of course we can. Yarg. Bloody Yarg. What's the walls like? They've got 11% wall strength. Wow. Wow, 11% wall strength. That's not ideal, is it, guys? That is not ideal. And Thyrus, we're going to go for Helmgart. Oh, bloody hell, really? I don't think it's... I mean, yes, you've got a lot of crossbows, but that's about it. Realistically. I mean, what you going to do with them? What's the plan? Hey? What you... Oh, okay, fine. Fine. Let's deal with Helmgart. Now, it's been a little while since I actually played this battle, and what I do, if it's been a little while since I played the battle, and then I do a recording, is I watch the battle back first, just to refresh my memory on what happened. But this replay, I have a bit of a problem, because sometimes with replays, wow, that taking a bit of flack there, a little bit of flack. You okay, buddy? You okay? You don't look okay. You know, it's not great. Oh no, he's dead. Well, that was fun. Yeah, but sometimes I start up a replay and it gets into this funny... Jesus. Wow, he flew quite far. Okay, so far so good. Sometimes when I start a replay, it lags horrendously, like it's 0.5 frames per second would be my rough estimate. And usually, if you leave it for a couple of minutes, it suddenly jumps. So basically, when you start it up, it's lagging horrendously, and it's always set up like it's a deployment phase for the battle. In come the storm vermin, and it's like the replay hasn't started properly. And that happened this time. And normally I give it a couple of minutes and it's fine. This one, not so much. But fortunately, I gave it 10 minutes and finally it suddenly jumped into actually the replay. So, you know, lucky there. And also, victories in our grass, so double lucky. I mean, not so lucky for these guys. They're being chased by big burly rat ogres, which isn't so good for them. But so I couldn't watch this again because I've spent about half an hour trying to fix this. And that's half an hour I don't really have at the moment. So, not great. So, this is all fresh to me. Oh, Jesus. I think that hit our storm vermin. They're probably fine. Empire Captain going the same way as his commander. And the warrior priest as well. Although, no, it's actually getting just stabbed to death by rats. A little bit different. You can get shot out of the sky. Taking a little bit of friendly fire there in the back. Little bits. It's fine. It's fine. You know, friendly fire. It's in the name, isn't it? It's friendly. And little cracks, cool. Reduces this infantry blob to jam, effectively, and lets the storm vermin just run over them. We do have some... what are these guys? Like flagellants, that's it. Some flagellants. They will not break. They will die to a man. Which is fine by me, to be honest. Makes it a lot easier to kill them. I mean, that was brutal and fast. Apart from obviously having to wait for the replay to, you know, bucket some bloody ideas up.
Smartest warlock brings victory.
Well, yes, smartest warlock, indeed. Nice and easy. A little bit of experience, all good. And I guess I will. I don't know. Like, sure, we'll capture it. We'll capture it. Why not? Well, not lots of people dead. Some stuff. That's nice. I like stuff. Loyalty still not great. Might have to execute Thyrus. I mean, I have been trying to kill him for quite a while now, and he's still alive, so who knows. And Gorgonzola, sure, I'll give you some more defense to keep you alive, I guess. And let's go and lay siege to Marienburg. I don't think this should be too particular. Yeah, this should be fine. This should be fine, but unfortunately, that is going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Clan Skryre campaign.